All right, I was speaking to some young men the other day, and I was trying to tell them that the reason why they are succeeding is likely going to be about location. And the earlier they understand the concept of how important location is, the earlier is it for them. Now I'm going to explain that this way. If you take a mango seed and plant that mango seed in the desert, it's not going to grow. It's not going to germinate, right? And that is not because the mango seed is inherently bad. It is because the mango seed is not designed to succeed in the desert. In fact, even in the scriptures, God told the man to leave a place and go to another place, and he was blessed. So does it mean that God couldn't bless him where he was? It tells you that blessings are also location-based, right? The capacity to become the full person you can be is dependent on the location where you are.
Bro.
So as simple as that may sound, some people find it so difficult to comprehend. If you're in a particular location and things are not working out for you, in fact, one of the very important things you might need to do in looking at your situation is understanding if you're in the right location. All right, because the location, simply by changing location, your cycle will change, your network will change, your network may even change. All right, so I encourage everyone to look at where you are. If you think you're stagnated, if you think you're not making progress, look at your location once again and take a good decision based on that. In fact, I'm going to give another very important example. Do you know some people leave Africa and come to the Western world and the relationship crack? There are people who also leave Africa. They have a almost crack relationship and come to the Western world and the relationship thrive. I've seen people over here with a functional relationship. They move to another place and the relationship crack. That tells you that location is important to whether you thrive or fail, not just in career, not just financially, but even in your relationship, even in your role as a father and a partner. All right, so before you give up on yourself, before you say there's nothing that you can do, before you say, hey, my own is done, I mean, I'm all done here, I want you to give yourself one last shot. Give yourself one last shot, and that last shot I want you to give yourself is change your location. Get out of where you are right now. It could be what is holding you back. And let me also add, location is not just about physical location. Location might be your employer. Your location might be a career. Location might even be the people you have in your life that are relevant to who you are at this time. Maybe your parents, you want to live with them. You want to stay with them. Maybe even your partner. I didn't ask you to leave your marriages, but I'm just saying that is an important factor to look at when you feel stagnated. All right? When you feel like you're not making progress, these are things you need to address. I need to address them right now, because if you don't do something about it, nobody will do anything about it. All right, so the day you find out that, hey, it's about time for me to respond and do something appropriately, is the day your light will shine. All right, so don't let anything dim you when you know you have all it takes to succeed. See you in my next video. And don't forget, I've got a lot of interesting videos you need to see. God bless you.